Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We talk about fitness, dating, mindset, health, all that. So, we're going to get into the topic of controlling genuine desire today. Why is this important? Because an all gains mindset sort of person understands the fact that you cannot control someone's desire for anything. So, this goes through relationships, this goes through friendships, family, anything. So, you have to understand to have a strong mindset, you have to understand this key factor that you cannot control other people's feelings or emotions towards you. You cannot control their desire to be with you or to want to associate with you. You cannot control someone's initiative will to want to be friends with you or be in a relationship with you. So, what this means is basically we're using this as like in a relationship context. So, for guys that don't understand this, basically, sometimes she just doesn't want you.
No.
Okay? So, in a relationship view, you have to understand that sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay? You cannot make every girl like you if you're a guy, right?
You know, and just trying to manipulate the situation into your favor doesn't help you because it's just her obligating to it because she feels bad for you in that aspect. You're not by you trying to manipulate and you actually getting something out of it. It's not because that she genuinely desires you. She's just obligated to do so because she just feels that that you're a piece of shit, and there's nothing that really that she can do other than that.
If you're in a relationship, there are two things there's transactional and then there's validational. So, transactional is sort of like you give me this and I'll give you
Yeah,
that. It's not.
quid pro quo is what it is. Meaning, oh, hey hon, I'm gonna do the dishes, take out the garbage, and then you're gonna give me a nice sloppy toppy tonight. And then she'll be like, "Oh, okay,"
Yeah.
But like, she's not doing it because that she genuinely desires you. She's doing it because you're doing these chores.
Yeah, you see this throughout like a lot of married couples is that they feel obligated to have sex because of the social stigmas or
Yeah,
like anything. Oh, like I feel like I have to do this because we're married. And then there is the validational side of things in which that's where the girl really just wants to rip your clothes off. That's what she just wants you. She desires you. There's nothing that's more amazing than that raw attraction
yeah,
that I luckily get to experience in my life and that
yes,
Mike gets to experience in his life.
yeah,
And I've seen the best of both worlds. So I've been in situations where I've seen the transactional side of things, and I've also seen the world where there is the validational side of things, where they just really want you, and you could feel that energy. You could feel the raw attraction, so to speak. A lot of guys do not understand. Like when they get rejected, they don't understand that rejection is rejection, and it is what it is. So this goes to like a lot of single guys when they try to text girls and then they don't get a text back and then they get freaked out like, oh, why is she not texting me? Well, the thing is that she got your text, bro.
she got it.
She got the
She
text.
she read it already.
She read it.
She deleted
She
it.
just doesn't care to answer you because you're not important. Now
Yeah.
that's the cold hard truth of it. You could either accept that or you can get extremely mad and say, hey, why are you not answering me? And you could be an idiot.
Yeah, you
Do
could do.
that.
Yeah, watch the creeps video and see what we talk about there.
Yeah, you have to understand that if someone wants you, they're going to go out of their way to come and get you. They're going to initiate with you. If they're not initiating with you, if they're not putting the effort, then you know it's not validational, or not even transactional at that point.
Yeah.
There's two sides of it. You don't want to go back for people that don't desire you, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're like a guy and you're trying to hit up girls that simply don't want nothing to do with you, and you don't take the hint, you just keep going back. You need to understand that sometimes they just don't want you. Okay, it's
Yeah.
simple as that. It's the hard truth. And what do you do in those situations? You develop an abundance mentality, and you go next. You find someone who does want to be with you. Same thing with friendships. This can apply to if you're with people who just don't hit you up and they don't want to spend time with you, some stuff like that, and you can basically tell by their behaviors. You want to monitor people's behaviors. That's the whole key of this whole thing. A person's behavior will tell you how they feel towards you, no matter what they say to you. So people who want to be in your presence, they're gonna make the call, right? And they're going to answer you when you message them, right? Goes for friendships, family. If they want to be around you, they're going to desire to be around you,
Yeah.
and they're going to show it by their behavior. So it's very important to understand that.
Yeah. Also, if you, let's say, in a man's perspective, if you and your girlfriend break up, and you didn't want it to break up. She broke up with you, and you want to get back with her. You can't negotiate that for her to actually want to be back with you and for it to be how it was in the beginning. It's just never going to be that way because she lost that genuine desire for you. Whatever happened, it happened, and she lost that desire. She's now moving on. And if you can't move on with that, then you need to create abundance mentality. You need to go away. That going back to her just doesn't help. You cannot negotiate her desire for you anymore. It's gone. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, it happens sometimes in a lot of relationships where guys try to force desire. You cannot force that.
You cannot force that.
That's something that has to come to you. Now, we're all about solutions on this channel, so how can you get desire? Okay, well, first of all, you have to live your truth, so to speak.
Yeah.
You have to live yourself. You have to be who you're destined to be. You cannot supplicate to anybody. You need to be your best self at all times and always be progressing forward.
Yeah.
You cannot make people desire you, but you can manifest behaviors that attract people to you, and in return that will cause desire. So if you're going to the gym, you're eating healthy, you're pursuing your career, you're on your purpose in life. If you're doing these things, people who vibe with you, they're going to go after you and they're going to desire you. So if you're a man on your mission and purpose in life and you're in the gym, you're always improving your physique, improving your mindset, girls are going to come to you. The ones that truly desire you are going to come to you. And if you don't take no shit from anyone, and if you are persistent, and if you are congruent with your behaviors and your actions, then you will understand what desire feels like. If you become a pussy and you supplicate to women and all that stuff, you're going to go down a rough road. Very possible rough road. Pussy. You need to associate with people who want to associate with you, not people who feel like they have to associate with you. That's the whole part of living a great life, is to be around people who you know got your back, who you know want to be around your presence, people who respect you. The worst thing you could do is be around people who don't truly respect you.
Exactly.
I see a lot of people that they hang out with people who do not respect them. Their hindbrains do not respect them. Subconsciously, they just do not respect them, and they spend their time with the wrong sort of people.
Yeah, and they're only there because they need friends and that they feel like that's all they can get, and so that's what they stick with. But they don't respect each other, and they're only there just for the just to say, oh, I have this friend here, this friend there. It doesn't work that way. People will desire you if you are on your purpose. If you're on your purpose, maybe not everybody will desire you. Maybe not everybody, but there will be those people that are like-minded like you, or women that can see this and they get attracted to you because that you are on your type of purpose. If you do, depending on whatever you do, people will follow you if you lead, and people will probably not follow you, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I see, and it also goes back, like, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, a lot of people are just simply, they don't have the guts to leave a relationship. So yeah. I see relationships that sort of have gone past their due, and there's just no desire anymore. The couple they don't have sex anymore, and they're not doing that great. They just put up with each other because they don't want to start all over again. It's a bad mindset to go. It's a bad way to go. You could waste a whole life doing something like that. You have to make sure that you study your significant other's behaviors if you're in a long-term relationship like Mike is. You want to always study their behaviors and watch what they do, not what they say. And make sure that you guys are still on the same path. You have to be able to tell the difference between desire and compliance. Because you don't want to be with someone that feels like they have to be with you. You want to be with someone that wants you. Very simple. And I, myself, only associate with people who want to be with me, who truly want me. That's just how I go. And by doing that, I'm actually a much happier person doing that. And I feel a lot more comfortable going after my purpose in life. Same thing with Mike. If Mike's girlfriend did not want him, he would leave.
Exactly.
And if he could tell by her behaviors that she did not want him, he would leave.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
And for people that, that might be in a relationship or, trying to go forward with that relationship or anything like that, you got to understand that once things start going downhill, you need to accept the reality of that it's over, that it's done. And you need to push on, because if you pretend like that doesn't exist, if you pretend that the reality that you're in it doesn't exist, you will end up going down a dark path, and you'll end up getting into a negative mentality, negative mindset. You need to get away from that. Accept the reality as it is. If she doesn't want to be with you, that's it. Then if she doesn't want to be with you, there's a whole bunch of other people that probably would rather want to be with you. There's other friends. If you lose a certain friend, you need to accept the reality you lost this friend. You might have been friends with this person for over 10 years, and you lost that friend. You need to accept the reality that's what happened. You can't do anything about that. You can go move on, find other friends. There are billions of people out in this, in the world. You can find a friend somewhere. you maybe not be able to replace what they how they meant to you, but accepting the reality of what it is, you can create new memories, with new friends or relationships with women.
I'm
So
telling you guys, if you live your life associating with people who desire you rather than don't, you're going to save a lot of time, a lot of effort. You're going to live a much better life if you understand this concept. I think it's very important that you guys get this through your heads. You must associate with people who desire you, want to be with you. If you're a guy looking for a girl, you want to make sure she desires you. She just wants to rip your clothes off. She just fucking wants you. She wants you bad.
yeah,
You need to understand this. Same thing with friends, family. Don't waste your time on people that will waste your time. Do not waste this life dealing with people who do not desire you, do not desire your presence. You must find like minded people, and you must be compatible with the person that you are intimate with.
yeah,
Very important. Remember, watch the behaviors, watch what they do, not listen to what they say. Completely different things. So if you like this kind of content, leave a like if you like it. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And we're going to keep coming out with stuff. We got more stuff coming out for you. If you like what we wear, our apparel, you can check out allgainsapparel.com and support the channel, And with that, we'll see you guys in the next video.